What's good? What's good? This your boy DJ Cree back with another video, man. It's about that dang on time. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of stories. We about to get to the business in 1 second, making sure everything is pulling up correctly. And making sure we're on point. Here we go. Here we go. First up, thank you guys for tuning in also. You know what I'm saying? Of course, um, still working on getting everything organized. And I could see some of the chat now, but it's going to have to be a test. So make sure if y'all seeing this, let me know what's good. Let me know what's good. But first off, man, your boy Jusin Beiber. Of course, every blue moon, man, Jusin Bieber posts something weird and cryptic on Instagram. He's definitely not in a condition to be considered normal at this point. This says, "Oh no, fans show concern for Jusin Bieber as he goes on live to share his bizarre new music. Some people are calling it disturbing." Let's check this out. Here we go.
You just a little bitty bitch for sure. I've been the shit. Yo, I got that sweater in my head. Yo, my bitch. Yo, ice my wrist. Yo, ice my wrist. Yo, ice my wrist. Yo, ice my wrist. Hold up and sweat on your bitch. Hold up and sweat on your bitch. I put some sweat on. I put that pepper in the towel. Chop that roll.
Man, as y'all can see, man, this is a bunch of junk. This is a bunch of junk. Uh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say at this point. He is and has been just on a run, a tear, you know. And I believe, you know, whatever he's going through, when he feels like revealing it, he will reveal it. Of course, you know, all the things he wanted to say hasn't been saying, has been taken advantage of by the industry, namely, I'm gonna say it, namely Usher, you know, Diddy, and other famous uh, people, musicians and artists and things like that. So I'm not even surprised. I'm not even surprised that he's lost his bearings on the world. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I it's a lot I can say, but a lot of that'll be in speculation, and I just don't want to be spreading something that may not be as true as I think it is. But if you ask my opinion, he definitely needs help. Your boy Dr. Umar reveals his baby mamas cut him off from seeing his daughters because he refused to marry them, and tells his daughter he'll only walk down the aisle at her wedding if she's marrying a man, not a woman. Ah, I'm gonna be honest with you. This dude has a lot of good things to say about black people in the black community, but when you find out what people are really going through, it's crazy. Here we go. Y'all check this out.
The evil vegan baby mama number two. The evil vegan baby mama number two. The evil vegan baby mama number two. I gave her 2 weeks to get in touch with me. I messaged her. through Instagram. I'm sure everybody in Philly told her, you got 2 weeks. This man wants to see his child who you've been holding for 13 years. For 13 years. For 13 years. And if I don't see her, I'm going to tell the world why I don't see her. So we have come to the deadline for the evil vegan to manifest my daughter. Because the evil vegan put a post up a couple years ago. Baby mama number 2, the evil vegan, put a post up. And we're going to get to her in a minute. And she said, he doesn't see his daughter, and I'm paraphrasing, but she said, because somebody sent it to me. It was on her Facebook, I think. And she said, he doesn't see his daughter because he's too busy running around the world saving black people, something like that. And then she said, he has failed to keep his appointments with his daughter. Baby mom number 2, evil vegan. When did I ever have an appointment with my daughter? Baby mom number 2, evil vegan. When did I ever have an appointment with my daughter? When did I ever have an appointment with my daughter? So you've been lying just like Mama Smurf. Both of y'all been lying to the world, telling them I don't want to be bothered because you don't want to tell the truth. He didn't marry me, so I didn't want him around. You will be with both of us, or you will be with neither one of us. That's what Mama Smurf told me. Mama Smurf said, you will be with both of us, or you will be with neither one of us. And then Baby Smurf says, my mama didn't want to marry you. Tell your mom to swear on the Bible. Baby Smurf, go get the Bible. Go get your Bible. And tell your mother to put her hand on that Bible. Tell your mother to put her hand on that Bible. And tell her to swear that she never told your father you will be with both of us or neither one of us. Tell her to take it to the Bible. Your mother is a Christian. Tell her to swear on the Bible that she didn't tell me you will be with both of us or neither one of us. And then you said, when I get married, will you walk me down the aisle? When I get married, will you walk me down the aisle? When I get married, will you walk me down the aisle? Baby Smurf, if you are marrying a man that I approve of, I will walk you down the aisle if you would like. If you marry a man, I understand that you have been drafted into the Rainbow Army. I don't agree with that at all, but I love you as my child. It will not affect our relationship, but do not ever ask me to co-sign or support something that I am vehemently against. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman. Let me say that one more time. I will not walk you down the aisle if you're marrying a woman. Nor will your wife be allowed in my house. You will be allowed in my house. Your wife will not, because I do not support that lifestyle. I love all African people. I love you as my child. I love all African people. I love you as my child, but I will not co-sign that. Mama Smurf,
Jeez.
I can't believe you let our daughter get caught up in that nonsense. Mama Smurf, I cannot believe you allowed our daughter to get caught up in this nonsense. You should have gave me my baby. I'm talking to Mama Smurf. When you knew you ran out of energy raising our child, when you knew you didn't want to raise her anymore because I wasn't going to marry you, you should have gave her to me. You know why you didn't give her to me? You know why you didn't give Baby Smurf to her father? You didn't give Baby Smurf to her father because your hatred for me was greater than your love for your daughter. Your hatred for me was greater than your love for your daughter. You should have given me my baby once you realized you no longer wanted to raise her. But your hate for me was greater than your love for our child. And that is why we are where we are. Young black men, please learn from our mistakes. Young black men, please learn from our mistakes. There are women out here who will get pregnant by you on purpose, thinking they're going to become the wife. And when they don't, they will ostracize you from your child. It happened to me twice. And we're going to talk about the second one in depth in a minute. It happened to me twice. Both of my daughter's mothers wanted to be married. And when I would not do it automatically, shotgun style. Shotgun. They wanted a shotgun marriage. And when I did not do it, they ostracized me from my child. Brothers, wrap up the Shango stick. No more broken homes. No more broken homes. I apologize to my race. I apologize to my elders. I apologize to my supporters. But I want to be clear. No man should be blamed alone for a broken home, because women do as much breaking of homes as men do. Can I get an ashe from my unapologetically African anti-Snow Bunny brothers? Women break up homes as much as men do. I'm going to say it again. Women break up homes as much as men do. Let me say it again. Women break up homes as much as men do. I didn't say they got pregnant by themselves, did I? I didn't say they got pregnant by themselves. That's why you just got blocked. Nobody said anything about them getting pregnant alone. The evil vegan baby mama number 2. The evil vegan baby mama number 2. The evil vegan baby mama number 2. I gave her 2 weeks to get in touch with me. I messaged her through Instagram. I'm sure everybody in Philly told her, you got 2 weeks. This man.
Okay. I will say this. I didn't know how long that was. These are still a lot of excuses on the behalf of being a man. And it's sad to see, and it's messed up to see, because this is something, custody is something that, you know, and I say this over and over again, women automatically have 100% rights when you decide not to be the woman, or y'all not decide or whatever. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The woman wanted to marry him when they got, you know what I'm saying, had their child. What was the reason why you didn't want to marry this woman? You know, that's the first question we need to be asking, because obviously she wanted to be in a committed relationship with you, and you did not want to be at that time, whether it was immaturity or whether it was just you wanted to, you know, you were busy doing what you do. That's a blessing if your baby mama wants to be with you, and both your baby mamas wanted to be with you and wanted to be your wife. Now, I'm not saying that they got along. They must not have got along, but you have to seize that opportunity sometimes when it's available. That's why he doesn't have a wife now, because sometimes you have to seize that opportunity if it's available to you, because two people together always can accomplish more than one person alone. And the greatest men in this world that has accomplished high feats has usually a woman by his side. I'm just saying. And some of the happiest people are married, or not even say married, has a great woman beside them. The greatest have a great woman. But that's neither here nor there. I feel like this is a bunch of excuses. I feel like he's showing how disconnected he is from reality and his family. He's sitting here preaching all this stuff about family and being together, but have similar or equal issues to the regular person he's actually scolding and, you know, like telling them how to live their life in their relationship. And this is going to be the downfall of Dr. Umar. The grown-up thing to do would be is to just make it up. It's just to make it up. You're a human being. This is the thing. You're a human being. Human beings make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all go through stuff. to not admit that you are the one who made the mistake is the hardest pill to swallow, and sometimes you have to do that. You know, to sit here and say his baby mama is blocking him. No woman can block you from seeing your kid if you go to court. It's the reality. If she wants to continue having her benefits and all that stuff and money and child support and all that, she has to play ball with the courts, or the courts will lock her up. Yeah, see, that's the one thing people be, these dudes, that's how I know y'all don't be in court. The court will lock you up. If you're doing all the things you need to do, your visitation, stick to your visitation, sticking to your monetary, whatever, the court will lock the baby mama up if she's blocking you from seeing your child. So I don't know where this fake narrative that he's spinning is redundant, and it makes no sense. The more he talks, you sound crazy. And I like Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I like Dr. Umar. I like what he represents on the front of having black families stick together. But the problem is with it is you're almost not adhering by your own rules and your own code of conduct. That's the thing. I think this social media and celebrityism has very much kind of killed family structure, and he's a victim of it as well. So I don't know. And the third part I want to speak on is him having a gay, daughter. That's okay. It could have been worse. That's okay. If I were him, that wouldn't even be nothing I would bring up. I would still walk her down the aisle and all that. You don't have to support it, but at least be there for your daughter and walk down the aisle. And I'm glad he's standing on what he believes in, but still, some things you have to grin and bear it, and bite the bullet, take one for the team, for your daughter's happiness, man. Do that, especially if you weren't in their lives. That's all I really have to say about this, because it's very, 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 very telling. It's very, very telling. Very, very telling. Let's see what we got next. I'm just gonna go through these. We're gonna go straight to Raven-Symone. All right, Raven-Symone declares freedom after her father's death, calling him a narcissist. Catch the stern revelations with Miranda Perlman Mayday and Jason Lee on today's new episode of the Jason Lee Show on the Zeus Network. Y'all check this out.
You had to get a breast reduction and lipo at 15.
That's crazy.
That's like psychologically and physically, in my mind, abusive. No?
I'm writing a memoir.
That book is going to be, it's going to be everything. How do you survive all that and still be normal, though?
You know, at the beginning of this, you said you weren't falling out of the car drunk. That's because I fell out of the back of the club where no cameras were, because I scoped out the place beforehand. I learned from Marines how to scope out my area. I've had multiple issues. I'm in EMDR therapy right now, undoing, reworking to get ready for what this book will say and what is the truth that was my life that nobody knew. I just knew that I couldn't until there were a few people that were no longer on this planet.
I don't want to assume, but I'm assuming you're talking about your brother?
No, my father.
Your father. Has that relieved a lot of what you went through?
He was a very interesting, narcissistic, abusive human. So the passing has been freeing and regressing for me.
Blood doesn't mean that we have to have a in each other's life moment every time, because I've learned a long time ago that you could be in my heart, not in my life. Like, I love you.
Not for
From over there.
stay over there.
Way over there. We talking about you too, Kiwi. Okay, so
This is your pod, so I'm not gonna come in for you right now.
be on your best behavior with Raven-Symone.
I do want to say this. Raven-Symone, that whole cast of young actors. You know, they've been through a lot, and I will say that, you know what I'm saying? So I think these kids finally realizing they have a voice, they have power, and getting control of their money, getting control of the narrative, is important for probably each of these kids to do. And I'm not even mad at it. The only thing is, if you have children going into the entertainment field, make sure you look after them vigilantly, and try to understand where they're coming from, because they're going to experience things at a faster pace. It's going to be predatory behavior by adults, and young adults, and just people in general. And I think this is very telling, and I believe people will read and will believe Raven-Symone, because she was a child actor almost for almost all her whole life, as far as her whole childhood up until being grown. And she was on successful show after successful show. So we know her stories are insane. I'm curious to see it. I'm curious to watch it. And I think this will be something very, very interesting for people to find out. So I'm gonna stay tuned. I'm gonna stay tuned, and I will see where this actually goes. I will be stopping right now, because I want to get actually more videos done today. So I will be returning live. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. That's 3 of them. I'm gonna do 3 more in about 2 or 3 hours. So make sure y'all catch me in about 2 or 3 hours. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I am out.